My ex-girlfriend sent me a video of her cheating for our anniversary, then told me, "How you feel, RN is how I felt when I saw you make eye contact with that barista." When I confronted her about it, she rolled her eyes and said, "You're not even defending yourself. Gosh, you're more pathetic than I remembered." I stayed silent. That was a year ago. This morning, she was sobbing in our apartment lobby while her parents dragged her away. My ex-girlfriend was the most loving woman I'd ever met. On our 3-year anniversary, she surprised me with a video of her getting railed by the 6'3" Mexican at our local gym. I stared at my screen in disbelief. "How you feel, RN is how I felt when I saw you making eye contact with the barista at our cafe," she said. So fast forward a year later when she asked to meet up, I said yes. She thought I wanted to get back together. Really, I just wanted to introduce her to her future brother-in-law. Melissa strutted into the Starbucks wearing a dress that was so small, it could have been mistaken for a dishcloth. "Oh wow, you actually came. I guess I shouldn't be surprised since you probably don't have anything else going on." She then threw her plastic-filled face back and cackled, "You're still wearing that ugly shut!" Her 2-inch acrylic nail pointed at me. "At least you're consistent, LOL. Anyway, enough about me, I wanted to clear the air." I nodded, thinking that her ego performance was finally over. "I wanted you to know that I'm sorry for everything that happened. I've done a lot of work on myself, and I hope you were able to move on." For a split second, I almost felt guilty for thinking such awful things about her, for being secretly engaged to her sister, until she whipped out her big black iPhone, that is, because that's when she started scrolling through her camera roll. "All of these men were part of my healing journey," she started. "This is Brad. He's an investment banker who taught me that men actually can find the love button." And I guess she mistook my morbid curiosity for admiration, because more men flashed across the screen. Tyler with his boat, Marcus with his Tesla, each one came with comments on their D size compared to mine. It was at that moment that I realized just how powerful the rose-tinted glasses effect really was. "Good for you," I said quietly. She leaned back, studying me like a predator sensing weakness. "AW, are you still hung up on me?" she exclaimed with full confidence. "Even my socially awkward sister managed to find someone." Her jaw clenched, mentioning Amelia. "Remember how clingy she used to be? She just expects her fake charm and looks to get her through life." The bitterness dripped from every word. Even now, Melissa couldn't mention Amelia without her insecurity showing. "Speaking of pathetic," she continued, "are you even trying to find someone? Or are you still hoping I'll take you back?" She pinched my bicep and spit out the water in her mouth. "Ha ha ha, you're still a scrawny beach. No wonder you're alone." I could have wiped the smirk off her face with just one sentence, but I chose to stay silent. Not because I didn't want to make her cry, I did, but because I knew Amelia would want me to be empathetic. She studied my reaction. "You're not even defending yourself. Gosh, you're more pathetic than I remembered. Did I break you that badly?" She laughed. "This is what Amelia will never understand. It's a dog-eat-dog world." Then she did something that crossed every line. She pulled out a small box from her purse, the watch I'd saved for months to buy her for our anniversary. "I've been meaning to return this." Or actually, she opened it and deliberately dropped the watch on the floor, grinding it under her heel. "Tyler bought me a Rolex," she continued, still grinding the watch. "A real man knows how to treat a woman. Even Amelia's loser boyfriend probably does better than this." She kicked the broken pieces toward me, beckoning for me to clean it up. Then her phone rang. Amelia's name flashed on the screen. Melissa's face twisted with annoyance. "Ugh, what does perfect Amelia want now?" She declined the call. Probably wants to brag about something. Her promotion, her boyfriend, her perfect fucking life. You know she announced she's in a relationship on Facebook? I wanted to bang my head against the table until my eardrums exploded, and I wouldn't have to listen to her anymore. But unfortunately, that wasn't an option. So instead, I just fiddled with my engagement ring and tried to zone out. Well, that's all it took for her to shut the F up, because her eyes widened at my ring. "You're engaged?" She laughed, but it sounded forced. "Who? You actually know her?" I interrupted. The color drained from her face. "Who? It's Amelia." Her mouth opened and closed like a fish gasping for air. Her hands shook as she grabbed her phone, scrolling frantically through Amelia's Facebook. There it was, a photo Amelia had posted that morning. Her hand was wearing the engagement ring, caption reading, "Can't wait to marry my best friend." Other customers stared as she unraveled. "How long have you been effing my hoe sister?" As soon as I saw her hand reach for the glass of water to throw at me, I walked out. Good riddance. Unfortunately, Amelia is beautiful inside and out, so she insisted on inviting Melissa to our wedding. And it was there that I learned just